What's going on, you guys? It's your boy Dre. I'm back here with another video. Today we're gonna be putting on another mod on my 2019 Scat Pack. I left you guys out when I did another modification. I put in the demon eye in my headlight, and I ended up going a different route. A lot of people go and get the whole demon eye DRL board and put it in there or whatever not, but I ended up finding these LED headlights that had a RGB DRL, like a little board on the actual like light bulb. So I went ahead and did it that way, and I'll show you guys that in a second. But if you don't know how to replace your lights on this, sorry it's getting dark because I got it set up for the other mod, but you have to go inside the wheel wells. So like right in here, you have to remove all of these tabs and then turn your wheel and pry that back so that you'll be able to access the headlight. It's kind of a weird angle and everything, but trying to get to your headlight through the hood, like into the engine bay area, is literally impossible. I mean, you probably can do it, but you gotta have some real small hands, and I don't know any other way to do it besides going in through the wheel well. So that's what I did. But the mod that we're gonna be putting on today is my rear diffuser. So when I got my rear diffuser, it had one of the tabs was kind of like bent down, as you can see right here. That one's kind of bent down, so hopefully that won't be an issue when we get to it. But I just got the more aggressive looking one. Let's see if I can show you guys. I just got the more aggressive looking one. It's supposed to make it look like it's sitting lower to the ground, and we'll see how that goes. But only thing you'll need for this install, from what I've seen, sorry, is a screwdriver, like adapter piece for like some kind of like little ratchet set, and then you'll need a, what is this? A 9/32 socket is what I found to fit for the underneath portion. I don't know if you guys can see that, but right here, these are little bolts that you're gonna have to remove, and then a little plastic, like one of the little plastic trim tools to remove all of these little pops. There's only two of these, one on this side, one on the opposite side. So I'm gonna get you guys set up, and then I'm gonna be right back with y'all. All right, guys, I'm back. I don't know how well you can see this, but I'm gonna start right here with this little tab, and go ahead and do it like normal. Just work your little trim tool in. Yeah, I'm the captain, I talk in the huddle. Say you wanna know my moves. Get that little groove. The hard working upside down like this, but. And they also make better trim tools for these little pop rivets, but this is what I have, so that's what we're gonna work with. Just keep working at it until it pops loose. The middle piece has to come out first, and then as soon as it releases, the whole thing will come out, and it'll look like this. Alright, and then I'm going to do exactly what I'm showing you guys, how you do it on the opposite side. But for the sake of time of the video, I'm not going to waste your time. So you can just see that. Grab that 9/32 little ratchet or socket adapter, and just go ahead and undo these. Keep your face away from all of this stuff, because gravel and like other little dirt is gonna start falling out, so just be mindful of that. So there's one top rivet that I showed you right here, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4 screws or little bolts across the middle. So just take all of those out. And keep up with your bolts, man, because you don't ever want to be done with a project and then next thing you know, you're putting stuff back together and you're missing something. So just make sure you keep up with all your stuff. Put it in the same location so you don't have that kind of that issue. It's like raining rocks and everything. So like I said, be careful. Keep your face away from it.
Some niggas I know, they be touching millies, they don't help me though, man, that shit is silly, gotta get it on my own, nigga. Gotta show a pussy, I'm a grown nigga. They look down on me, I can fuck with niggas, only my homies. From my brothers, I promised that I would die, homie. You ain't with me if you ain't gonna ride, homie. By my side, homie. I been on my shit, I thought I told you. Gotta work harder than these niggas, I'ma expose dudes.
Just ensure when you mess with these prop rivets, they have little indentions. Go in there, don't try to go underneath the whole pop rivet because otherwise you could possibly break it. And I mean, they're not expensive to replace, but I mean, this is tedious. It's something you don't want to have to deal with. So just take your time.
They be touching millies, they don't help me though, man, that shit is silly, gotta get it on my own, nigga. Gotta show a pussy, I'm a grown nigga. They look down on me, I can fuck with niggas, only my homies. From my brothers, I promised that I would die, homie. You ain't with me if you ain't gonna ride, homie. By my side, homie. I barely trust niggas, as fuck niggas. If I don't fuck with you, they gon' shoot shots at me. If I don't duck, but I see a pussy in person and I don't duck.
So you got two pop rivets. They're really big, actually. These pop rivets are a lot bigger than the ones that I've even had on my Camaro. But you got two pop rivets and 4 screws that go up in there with like little washers that's attached to them. Just don't lose any of this stuff because the kit comes with some screws, but you might be able to use your own or the one that you already have. So we'll see when we get there. Also, another tool that I did not mention that you'll need is you'll need a little drill with a small drill bit because it has indented holes on the diffuser, but they didn't drill all the way through. So when we get there, I'll show you guys how to put your holes in there and go about doing that. All right, so on the next step, first I'm gonna kind of pull at the plastic, try to shake some of these rocks up out of there. It's an unnecessary step, but I just kind of want to get everything clean out from underneath it. You're gonna take the black piece, and when you pull at it, you want to pull straight back. If you're scared of breaking it, this might not be a job for you, but it's not gonna break. It sounds like it's gonna break, but it's not breaking. Alright, so that right there is the old piece, and what I'm gonna do is I'm going to lay the new piece and the old piece. I'm gonna lay them together and then use these holes just in case the pilot holes that they put on there aren't centered, because we know that these are. Alright guys, so this right here, if you can see that, it's a little pilot hole. It looks like a little dent in the kit. That's what we're gonna be drilling our holes. Just use care when you're drilling not to apply too much pressure, because this is plastic and you do have the little clips that go into your bumper. They're on the ground right now, so you don't want to put too much pressure and then possibly break those. So you just want to let the drill do all the work. There it is, one down. And I'm gonna say 4 to go with this small drill bit, but because the pop rivets was in the far corners, I'm gonna use a bigger drill bit for those. And I'm talking about that one right here. So since that one is where the pop rivet is gonna go, I'm gonna use a bigger drill bit for that one. But when I measured them up, the holes are pretty much, they were pretty much where they needed to be. All right, you guys, I'm back. So what I ended up using for the 4 inside holes, these 4, I ended up using a 5/32 drill bit, itty bitty drill bit. 5/32 for the 4 inside ones, and then for this outside, the outside 2, I ended up using a 5/16. Significantly bigger, as you can see, and they gave me the fit that I'm looking for. So next we're going to clean up the bumper first. Anytime you remove a piece, you should always just clean up the bumper. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna clean up the bumper, then I'll be right back with you, and then we'll get to snapping on the diffuser. All right, so one thing I did notice was from the OEM diffuser and this aftermarket diffuser, the OEM diffuser has a significant amount of extra tabs that go into the bumper. So that's just letting us know that we're not going to be using some of these holes. So it should still give us a snug fit, and it shouldn't go anywhere. But I think we're like 3 short of what the OEM diffuser has on it. So start from wherever you feel comfortable. Some people say start from one side, go to the next. Some people say start from the middle and work around. Just do whatever's comfortable for you. I'm personally gonna start from the middle, and I'm gonna try to work myself around to the edges. Try to get a alignment of how these are going to line up.
Really wanna work this out, but I'm tired of trying. Do you want me? 'Cause I know I want you. I do miss being behind you. Girl, I must remind you. Talking about it now, we need some changes for real though. If you don't want
And just push until they snap it. Some of the tabs are like kind of angled downward, so I'm using my rubber tool or my little plastic tool just to kind of bend it up just slightly so I can get it started in the hole. And then once it gets started, applying that same amount of pressure until I hear it snap. And then working my way to next one, same thing. The snaps aren't significant, so they're not gonna be extremely loud, like clicks. But you'll definitely feel it once you get it in there. And it's still the same process on this side. It's pretty self-explanatory. So you push it into the little gap, just keep applying the pressure until you hear it pop. Some snap louder than the others, and that's one thing I'm noticing. And then other ones, just like this last one, barely make any sound at all. But all in all, that's a pretty good look. The fitment for this is a lot better than I expected. A lot of the other parts that I've gotten from overseas, they've had a lot of body gap. And with this one, I'm really not having too big of a body gap. I mean, I got some very minute body gaps, and it only seems like it's in one corner on my passenger side. Yeah, my driver's side is a lot better. It's real. It almost looks like it came from the factory. Yeah, you can't tell. Somebody would literally have to be like almost up underneath your car to be able to notice. And then, like I said, the holes, they should have lined up fairly close. Let me bring you guys in here so you can see. So, try to get this camera to set up right. So right here is gonna be our first hole. So like right in this area will be our first hole. And that's one of those body lines I was talking about. I mean, you gotta be up underneath the car to notice any of that. This is gonna be the first hole that I used the bigger drill bit for, just simply because I'm using all of my OEM parts. All of my OEM like equipment is what I'm using. I'm not using any of the other stuff that came in the kit because it's literally like just cheap like little nuts and bolts and just a whole bunch of extra stuff. If you can help it, if you can use your OEM stuff, use your OEM stuff, please. It'll save you a lot of heartache. So I'm trying to get you guys where you can see that. So with these particular pop rivets, the center doesn't come completely out, but you just gotta squeeze it in and push it into the hole all the way until it clicks, and then lock it in place. That's a pretty smooth fit. And then we go on. I'll do the other one off camera, just so you guys can see and you guys can get the gist of what's going on. Go to the first screw hole. See if you guys can see this one. Scoot you back. So the first one is right here. And you kind of got to look through like the exhaust like hole, and just play around with it till it finds its way. And then there you go. I'm not gonna bore you guys with watching me do all of the same process, but that's pretty much it. That's all that there is to it. Using the OEM parts, the little holes lined up fairly well. Like I said, I measured it with the OEM diffuser, and the tabs, you aren't gonna use all of the tabs, but it does give you a fairly decent fit. All right, you guys, so that's the end result. So like I said, I'm gonna hit you guys with a cold start, and then I'll show you the headlights and let you guys see what you think. That ain't bad, but I need it to be a little bit louder, a little bit deeper. So, like I said, I'm gonna hit you guys with these headlights and show you guys what that demon eye look like. And they're all powered by this. Let me show you guys the app. Let it focus. This little app right here. BLEDIM. And then it has all of the normal things you see on the apps. You can have it float, you know what I'm saying, from color to color. You can have it just breathe one solid color. If you want it to strobe. Or just be one solid color. Also, it has a color wheel. And I mean, the color wheel's like everything else you've seen. You drag it, and then the light, you know, the light changes the color. So, pretty straightforward. It also has, they said it has true white, but the white still comes out like RGB kind of white. Don't mind that. That's dust that's in my headlight. I'm gonna get that out when I actually do the daytime running lights. When I do the whole ring, I'll get all that dust out. I'm not gonna worry about it right now. So that mod's coming, the DRL's coming or whatever not. I gotta find out where to get the Glow Scat Pack B. I need that. Also, I'm probably gonna do something with these snorkels, but I don't know. Drop a comment on what I should do with them. If I should paint them, or if I should do like the LED, or if I should do a combination of both. I don't know. Also, I'm gonna be doing some engine bay lighting. Let's see, because I know if you do the engine bay lighting in the back, it'll show through this hood scoop. So that'll be pretty cool. And then right inside the grill to get the whole bottom. I don't know what I'm gonna do exactly for the fog lights, because I don't really like the halo look too much. So I'm going to try to stay away from the halos. Not 100% sure on what I'm gonna do yet, but whenever I figure it out, I'm gonna do that. And drop comments on what you think I should do to the car next. That 392 Hemi badge, that has to go. I really want the Hell B. I want that Hell B emblem in black or whatever not, and then do that. I know I'm gonna probably end up getting a wrap. Gotta figure out where I can get it done, but that's all for later videos. Ooh, sorry about that. It got real dark because of the light. The wicker build will be coming soon as well, but drop comments on what I should do to the car, what y'all want to see me do to the car. If there's a car club out there. I'm looking for a car club. I'm looking to try to be part of somebody's car club. Also, I want to be going to some different types of meet and greets, which I know will come with it being in a car club, but I want to do that as well. But like I said, like, comment, and subscribe to this video. Share it with your friends, man. Let's make this a movement, man. Let's go all the way up in 2020. Even though we got the coronavirus already kicking our ass, but let's make this a movement. And if you're sitting at home and you just kicking it, you might as well kick it with Dre. Peace.